everybody, good afternoon and welcome to BJ Luxuries Lunch Pack Tuesdays. This is Jana here. Right, okay, so today we're going to be looking at limited edition, okay, rare finds as well as popular Hermes and Chanel bags, as well as some other iconic as well. Right, okay, so if you're into these bags, please do remember to like, follow us. Also share this live, right? Okay, if you know of friends and family who also enjoy, these beautiful luxury bags, right? Okay, so hi, welcome, and let's see what's the first one that I have up on my cart, right? Okay, so let me pin this so that you will have an idea of what's going to be coming up. There you go. Now, so the first one there is I have Kelly 28, right? Okay, in what do you call that? Classic. I would say a classic, right? Okay, but it's a signature color of Hermes, right? Okay. Now, Ollie, hi, welcome to our live show at BJ Luxury. Right, okay, always got a question. Can I check if you have any pre-loved excellent condition for Kelly 25 Epsom? Yes, right, okay, you can go by our store, right, okay, you can take a look. Gold or Rouge H in particular, right, okay, so in Epsom leather, you're probably looking at a Salier model, right, gold Kelly 25. I'm afraid I don't have a gold one at the moment, Kelly 25. I'm just looking around, right, okay, or Rouge H. Okay, so Kelly 25 we don't have in a gold or Rouge H at the moment, right? Okay, we do have classic black, right? I've got Nata and all that, but not gold or Rouge H. Right, okay, sorry about that, Ollie. Right, okay, let me show you what I do have at the moment. So K5s in Epsom leather usually would be a Salier, like what I mentioned, and right now I've got the classic colors of black and I've got Nat as well, right? Okay, but not so much gold or a Rouge H, what I mentioned, right? Okay, so up on the card, what I do have right now to share with you, right? Okay, is this beautiful Kelly 28, right? Okay, Clermont's leather, so Stogo leather. Okay, now the grains are actually very even, right? Okay, so there you go, and it's in the same color as your Hermes boxes, right? Okay, so if you're a collector of Hermes bags, right, they always say that your collection is not complete without one of these orange bags in your collection. And this one that we have here is a very nice color, right? Okay, as usual, the camera doesn't pick up the correct shade of it, right? Okay, but it's very clean. It's with palladium hardware, right? And palladium hardware, as you know, right now is the in hardware to own, right? Okay, although gold hardware has typically been what most popular for the longest, but palladium hardware is becoming more and more popular, right? Okay, because it gives a younger vibe. Okay, a lot of people are dressing down, dressing up, I would say, right? Okay, for that reason, perhaps, okay, palladium hardware is becoming more popular, and I like this, right? Okay, it's a very clean orange, right? Okay, how do I put it? Not clean, but it's a very even sort of color. It's a matte sort of orange. It's not too bright, right? This is from the year 2015. This makes it about a 10-year-old bag, right? And it's a full set, original receipt, strap, pochette, lock, keys, everything is there, right? And the price on this, okay, right now is 16,400. Okay, 16,400 for this Kelly 28. Yeah, okay. So if you're wondering about sizing and all that, right? Okay, you can see it is a nice pop of color, a nice beautiful orange. Right, okay, a 28, and I'm actually holding it, right, okay, let me take a step back so that you can actually see how this size looks on me, right, okay, you can see that, it's a Kelly, so you can shoulder carry this, right, okay, or you can hold your arm here, or, like this as well, right, okay, and the further back I go, it actually looks better, right, okay, you can see how the 28 size looks on me, right, And Ollie is asking another bag. Ollie says, can take a look at the bolide. Which size? I've got quite a few bolides up. Okay, we don't accept CDC vouchers, right? Okay, here we do not set up for that, right? Okay, but we do have different modes of payment. Okay, and if you have got installment plans, for example, right? Okay, we do accept installment plans for most of the major banks in Singapore, which would be OCBC, DBS, UOB, right? Okay, we do have installment plans available for their credit cards, right? Okay, so that's something that you might want to explore as well, right? Okay, so there it is. Only which bolide are we talking about, right? Okay, so if you mini and the 25, okay, gotcha. Okay, let me up. Okay, let me pin the 25 first. Okay, now this is bolide 25. The color is blue broom, right? Okay, and it's Epsom leather, right? Okay, let me put this away and let me get that bolide. There you go. Okay, so Ollie, this is the bolide 25 that you were asking about. Okay, let me hold on. Okay, and this is in Epsom leather. The color is actually blue broom. Original receipt strap crochet is there. It's from the year 2022, right? Okay, very pretty. And if you look at the size, that's a 25. Now this is a bolide 1923. So the shape is slightly different from the bolide 27, for example. Right, okay, so although it's only 2 cm different between the bolide 27 and 25, the 25, right, okay, it's slightly broader and shorter. Right, okay, so you see how it looks there. Now this compared to and the price on this, right, okay, is 8,900 Singapore dollars. Right, okay, now that's open with credit card. Right, okay, now Epsom leather is actually much lighter, and it will keep the shape really well because Epsom is a lightweight shirt leather. Right, okay, you can see there how it looks. And with palladium hardware, blue broom, that combination, right, okay, is very pretty. You can see how it looks there, right? Okay, now compare this with a mini that Ollie was asking about. Okay, let me show that to you. Now I've also got a bolide 31 in fusion, right? Okay, gotcha. This is the mini bolide, this time in blue azure ever color. Okay, so let's see. So the bolide is actually a fun model, right, to own. Okay, this is by Hermes, right? Okay, now they've got the mini bolide. This one is in ever color leather, as you can see there, blue. Compared with the bolide 25, right? Okay, here you see both of them side by side. You can see now after the mini bolide, this will be the next size up, right? Okay, 5. So there are two kinds of bolides like what I was mentioning, right? So this is the one without that center leather circle, right? Okay, so this is the bolide 1923, slightly shorter and more stout compared to the bolide that you might see the one with the center circle there. So we don't have that one with us at the moment, right? Okay, so this is what I've got to share with you. Okay, so in terms for this size, okay, the bigger size we do have the bolide, right? Okay, so there you go, two really pretty. Now both come with straps, right? Okay, and like the mini bolide, right, you can hand carry this, or you can actually crossbody for a more casual look, right? And of course the strap is not in front. Okay. Now for various reasons, it could be that you didn't want this to be tried on. Okay, let me see whether Bolide 25 has got the straps, that I can show that to you. Okay, yes. Right, so this has the strap. Now, okay. Bolide, okay, just as I'm putting this on, okay, just some interesting, what do you call that, trivia or the history story behind the Bolide, right, okay, is that this is actually the first bag with a zipper, right, okay. So if you own a Bolide, or if you're thinking of getting a Bolide, right, okay, just to let you know that this is the first bag that was made with a zipper. This bags were either made like a tote when it was open mouth, or had like you know, the Kelly and the Birkin and the HAC, where there was a flap that went over, and then there was a turn lock for the flap, okay, just like your Chanel flaps and stuff like that. So the Bolide was the first one made with the zipper, right, okay, and it was actually the inspiration for that, right, was the sports car. So the designers from Hermes actually went to a car show, and they saw the sports car, okay, where the front was like this shape, right, okay, so this is like how the front of the shape, yeah, the hood, right, and they were like, oh, that's such a beautiful you know, shape, and they took that on and they made it into the shape of a bag, as you can see there. They added a zipper to it, and it was like, oh, the height of technology, right, okay, for you to own a Bolide at that time when it first made, I think in the 1940s, okay, 50s, around there, early 50s, okay, so that's how the name, the model Bolide came about, right. So interesting story behind okay, so these straps actually, although it's a used bag, okay, is the straps, the seals are all intact, as you can see. So most of the bags that we get here in the country, right, okay, are actually in pristine or excellent condition most of the time, right, okay. So I can't attach the strap there, right, okay, but to give you an idea of the strap length, it's not a very long strap length, so it looks like actually shoulder carry this, right, okay. Now if you do want to cross body the Bolide, the 25, you can still cross body, but you would actually need a longer strap, right, okay, you can mix and match the straps, right. For that is, if it's too short, the strap, you'd actually be knocking you up on the ribs. So it's best to you know, have a longer strap, or you can actually hand carry this or shoulder carry it, right, okay, with the standard length strap that's given for the Bolide 25. Now the mini Bolide is actually slightly longer, the strap, so you can actually have what do you call that, a crossbody your mini Bolide, yeah, okay. So just to show you the interior of this Bolide 25, you can see that, right, it's a beautiful probably grey, okay, if I'm not mistaken, interior, you can see there, right, okay, it's got two open pockets, yeah, there you go, and you can also see that it's very generous in terms of space, because it's got a nice broad base, right, okay, and although it tapers towards the top there, right, you can see that it's still affords you a lot of space, so you can actually carry a lot of stuff in this Bolide 25. Okay, and a price of 8,900 for a bag that's literally in like pristine condition. Right, okay, blue broom with palladium. Right, okay, it's a full set. So I do have bags up here on the car, okay, but you know, like Dizzy Bow, right, okay, hi, thanks for joining me, and I've already got a request, okay, Dizzy Bow, you'd like to see the Picotan Ito coming right up, okay, let me pin that up so that they will know what it is that's going to be featured, right, okay. So the Picotan that I have up here, right, okay, is a Picotan 18. Just let you know, I also have a 22 with me at the moment, okay. I'll show you the 18 first. okay? So I happen to have both sizes available with me. This looks like, is this 22? Yes, it is. Okay, so the that I have here is a size 18, okay? It took Claremont leather, as you can see there, what you requested for, gold hardware, yeah? And the size 22 that I have in my other hand, right, okay, palladium hardware, right, okay? Now, in terms of the size, you can see the difference there clearly, right, okay, the 18 versus the Picotan 22. They are both Itook classic neutral color from Hermes, right, okay, one gold hardware, the smaller one is gold hardware, and this is with palladium hardware, right, okay? So thanks for joining me, Jana, here on our Lunch Back Tuesday here at BJ Luxury, right? Okay, so please do follow and like this live as well as share it, right? Okay, with your friends who might also be keen to take a look at this, right? Okay, now this one is from the year 2018. 140, right? Okay, now keep in mind that that's all purchased with credit card or installment plan, right? Okay, and if you do have got vouchers, you can go onto the platform and use them as well, right? Okay, and then I've got we call it size 22 here available as well, and this is at 4,500, right? Okay, 4,500 for this Picotan 22, right? Okay, so if you're someone who needs the extra space, right? Okay, you can really see that you can put in a lot of stuff into a size 22, right? Okay, it's not that heavy, right? Okay, why do I say that? Because this one, okay, comes with a bag insert. Okay, it does have the bag insert. It doesn't come with a box, so all the accessories, the dust and everything comes with it. So there is something inside, and the weight is not that heavy, right? Okay, let me just quickly take a look at the comments in case I missed anything, right? Okay, there was quite a few that suddenly went up. Okay, yep, I've answered that. Okay, and yeah, okay, all answered and shown, right? Okay, and so you can actually take a look at what is available here in the cart, right? Okay, so it's two that I have available here, right? Okay, so the other thing about Picotan, right? Okay, that is actually quite nice to do, right? Okay, you know that is actually a handheld bag. Okay, you can actually carry in your hand or hold it in your hand, right? Okay, but if you prefer it to be shoulder carried, you prefer a hands-free sort of bag, it actually does allow you to add your own strap, right? Okay, because they've got the hardware, the center here, let me show you. Okay, so you've got one on this side and on the other side as well, where you are going to be landing in, putting the leather strap through to close your bag. Okay, you can use those hardware to actually attach a strap, and then you can actually carry it. We have seen it's quite nice as well, right? Okay, and the size 18, right? Okay, doesn't stick out too much, so when you actually shoulder carry strap, it doesn't look too bulky, right? Okay, so it's actually quite nice. There you go, right? And the base, really generous again in terms of space, right? Okay, so now there are a few others that are available. If you do see something there, right, okay, do let me know if you would like to see any particular bags, or we have over 200 bags here in store. So if you see something that you do like, right, okay, feel free pick it up, or ask me to pick it up rather. Okay, so I can share it with you as well, right? Okay, so now while you are taking a look, the bags are in the cart at the moment, right? Okay, now I did promise you that there was some limited edition bags as well. Okay, so let me show you an LV that we have here, right? Okay, now this one is Pochette Métis. Okay, let me pin that up. Okay, now this one is limited edition because it has got you know, these additional patches, okay, that are sewn on to the exterior, okay, as well as this beautiful hand painted heart at the back here, right? Okay, so this was by an artist, okay. So this is called LV Pochette Metis, medium size, right? Okay, it's a used piece from the year 2018. It comes with the original receipt, lock case box, care card, and 2 dust bags, right? Okay, so you can see it there. Comes with a strap, so you can actually shoulder carry this. Right? Now, you know, this LV is actually coated canvas. So it's a very hardy bag and very light, right? Okay, so you can see how it looks there. And you know, if you are the sort of person who doesn't really want just a monogrammed LV bag, right? Okay, something like this is really pretty and fun, right? Okay, very fun to have, right? Okay, so you know, you can take a look at this that we have here, the interior. Right, okay, it's got 1, 2, 3 pockets. Right, okay, nice big center pocket, and yeah, so even when I open it up, right, okay, on the interior you can see this LV bag here as well, painted on, right? So it's got a combination of stitched patches, okay, as well as painted on what do you call, designs on it, right? Okay, so very nice. You can, this got a top handle here where you can actually carry in your hand. You also have got a strap which is adjustable, right? Okay, so there you go. So guys, you might also be able to carry this off because the strap, right, is adjustable, so you can lengthen it if necessary, right? There you go, right? So this is quite unique piece that we have here, and the price on that, okay, I know price on this is $2,140, okay. The estimated retail price of this, right, okay, so if you were to get this directly from the boutique, right, okay, retail price on this is, what's that, $4,000, right? Okay, this is like less than half the price, yeah. Okay, it's at 2,140 Singapore dollars. There you go. Okay, we Pochette Metis, medium size U-piece, right? Okay, it's a full set, comes with everything, right? Purchase with credit card is at $2,140. Good size, again, great for traveling in, because you know, it's you can just throw everything you need into this and comfortably carry it as a crossbody or on the shoulder, right? Okay, fun as well, right? Okay, imagine taking your holiday pictures with a bag like this, okay, so yeah, add some color to it. Right, anything in particular that you're looking for, right? Okay, school holidays were just over. Some of you might have already you know, just come back from your holidays. Maybe you saw something or you're keen to look for a bag overseas, you're not able to, right? Okay, so yeah, let me know if you're looking for anything in particular. We might have it here with us here at BJ Luxury, right? Okay, so thanks for joining me. So I'll show you some fresh drops, as well as some really pretty bags. Okay, with pretty bags, let me share this one, which is a Birkin 25. Right, okay, now this is Birkin 25. The color is deep blue. Okay, now, but what makes this special? Okay, let me pull this out for you. How pretty is that, right? Okay, so it's an Epsom leather, but it is a Sellier. It is not a Sellier model, right? Okay, so usually your, what do you call that, Epsom leather would have straight edges because it is a firm leather, but in this case it's a red tone, okay, which is curved, and it's Epsom leather, deep blue, right? Okay, 3 colors on it if you look at it closely. The handle is black, your sangles here are a royal blue or blue fronts, and the body of the bag, right, okay, is actually deep blue, right, okay, and how beautiful is that, right? Okay, so and this is going at 33,850 Singapore dollars, right? Okay, 33,850 Singapore dollars, because it is a brand new piece. I guess as much. Okay, so it's from the year 2024. It's a W stamp. Okay, and it's a full set, right? Okay, unused. So it's a brand new Birkin 25. Epsom leather, palladium hardware, as you can see there, and this got this tri-color thing going on here. So if you like unique bags, look at that. Okay, those are even more obvious. Okay, in the back there you can see, right? Okay, the handle is black. This is a blue front, and your main body is deep blue, right? Okay, now it's not if you're sort of person who likes details on your bags, right? Okay, this is a very good bag, yeah, very unique, right? Okay, something different about this rather than your usual you know, Birkin 28. So one, it is in Epsom leather, but it is a red tone, right? Okay, so you will get the bag will keep its shape well, right? Okay, and it's much lighter compared to one in Togo or Clermont leather, right? Okay, and then the other what do you call that, interesting thing about this bag, of course, is the fact that you've got 3 colors, okay, happening on the same bag, and they are complementary colors, right? Okay, sometimes you do have one color on the bag, but they don't always work out, I have to say that, right? Okay, but in this case, right, these 3 colors do sort of complement each other, and they go well together, as you can see there, right? Okay, 25, right? Okay, most popular size at the moment, smaller bags, right? Okay, so for a Birkin, right? Okay, so something like this, you can go formal, you can go informal. It's so flexible. Okay, it's a lot of different ways that you can actually use this bag, right? Okay, so you go for a sit-down dinner, and this size is really easy to keep on your lap and still enjoy dinner, right? Okay, or dress it up with some twillies and some charm, you know, add on, personalize your bag, customize your bag, right? Okay, and you can have some fun with this on an outing with your friends, and you know, maybe a tea party, I don't know what you will do, right? Okay, so very versatile because it is a blue shade as well, right? Okay, and it's like a darker shade of blue, easy to match as well, right? Okay, and I like the fact that the handle, right? Okay, it's in black. So you don't have to worry about, you know, dirtying the handle and stuff like that, because that's where you actually be handling the bags, right? Okay, you'll be touching the bag most, right? Okay, so I like the fact that that's in a nice dark color there, right? Okay, so if you're the sort of person who doesn't really want too much with twillies and stuff like that, no need to worry, right? Okay, because your handle itself, right, is black. There you go, right? Okay, brand new piece, 25. Okay, and when I went to put that back, okay, I saw this. Okay, so if you've been looking around for a Kelly dance, right? Okay, this I have one Kelly. Actually, I have 2 in store, but this one, right? Okay, is a brand new piece, and I don't think I have it. Or do I? No, I don't. Okay, let me show you something else. Okay, never mind. I just want to share this with you. So this is the Kelly dance. Now this is a brand new piece. K stamp. Okay, that's from 2020. K stamp, rose sakura. Right. Okay. So do you have friends who love the color rose sakura? Okay, this is a Kelly dance. Brand new K stamp, rose sakura Kelly dance. Palladium hardware. Full set. And the price on this is 26,100. Okay, for purchase with credit card, right? Okay, purchase with credit card, and so And you know the Kelly dance, right? Okay, there are like 5 different ways that you can carry this bag, right? Okay, so if you have been looking for a Kelly dance, do let us know. So this one is brand new, but I also have got a used one in line. Okay, it's a cheerful yellow, right? Okay, so there you go. This beautiful Kelly dance. We get asked about this bag very often actually, right? Okay, so I just wanted to share that we just received this. Okay, this can be used on around your waist. That's the original way to carry the Kelly dance, by the way. So that's why the strap is actually very long. You can go around your waist, right? You can carry it body, right? Okay, and you can carry it as a haversack. You can carry it as a clutch like this without the straps attached, right? Okay, so a very flexible one. And Rose Sakura, look at that, how pretty that is. Okay, palladium hardware as well. Brand new piece, Swift leather, right? So the colors really pop in Swift leather because it's a beautiful smooth leather, right? And yeah, I just want to share this. So this is a fresh drop. Just came in here, did you? Okay. So now the other Kelly that I do have, I want to share with you, right? Okay, is a beautiful vintage piece. Okay, and it's really rare because it is Kelly 20. Okay, Kelly, but you'll see what's different about it. Let me go and pick that up. Now talking about rare piece, okay, when I make up our what do you call that, vintage Kelly 20, you can see there. Okay, there's no top handle, you realize that? Yeah? Okay, it's got a strap as you can see there, and this is in ostrich leather. Right, okay, it's cognac with gold hardware. Right, okay, so this is the vintage mini Kelly. Now the newer mini Kelly, of course, is very different from this piece. Right, okay, I'll show that to you in a minute. Right, okay, now this one here is priced at $36.50. Now this is vintage because it's from the year 2003. Right, okay. Now I used to think that the year 2000 wasn't too far away, okay, but I realized we need 2 years ago, right? Okay, so this is really a classic vintage piece here, very pretty. Okay, although it is a cognac, right? Okay, it's like gold, right? Okay, when you dress down in, let's say, jeans, right? Okay, so I had a customer who did, and she was in jeans and white tee, and she looked really nice carrying this. Okay, I can't carry this one; it's too small on me, right? Okay, but you know, she really did rock this, even though she was dressed down. I was like, wow. Okay, so you don't really need to be formally dressed to carry off a bag like this, right? Okay. Now, when I went to pick this up, right? Okay, I also saw this. You'll be like, just a Birkin 25. Okay, what's so special about this, right? Okay, but this is Barinia leather. Yes. Okay, so those of you who love Hermes Barinia leather, this is Barinia Fobu, okay, the grained version of Barinia. Now Barinia leather is actually Hermes saddle leather. This is the leather they used for to make their saddles initially, right? Okay, so it's a leather, right? Okay, that is meant to last. Now this is the only leather from Hermes that you can actually self-maintain, right? Now Barinia leather, you know, the more you use it, okay, the darker it becomes, and there will actually be a patina that develops or a shine to it. Okay, now this Barinia Fobu 25, right? Okay, and the color is called Faux, right? Is actually is this a used piece? Yes, it is from the year 2020. Okay, it's a used piece from the year 20, right? Okay, now as you use Barinia leather, people tell you it bruises easily. Okay, you have to be very careful with Barinia and stuff like that. Well, It does. Okay. When you handle Barinia leather, what happens is if there are any imprints or press marks, okay, it will bruise, just like our skin. Okay, when you bruise it, there'll be the bruise becomes darker, right? Okay, as it heals. Same sort of thing happens with Barinia leather, but the beauty of it is you can just get any leather cleaner, right? And you can buff the whole leather. Okay, it goes all dark. Once it dries out, you would then see the even tone to it. So you can actually self-maintain your Barinia leather, right? Okay, and there's a very distinct way of actually what do you call that, recognizing Barinia leather. Okay, it's got very prominent or distinct leather smell, right? Okay, which you don't find in any other Hermes leather, right? Okay, so it's got a very distinct smell to it, right? Okay, and if you love Barinia leather, that smell is like, it's so intoxicating. It's like, you know, new car smell when you enter, when you have a new car and you go in and you're like, wow, every day in the car you're like, ooh, take a deep breath, okay, enjoy that. Okay, Barinia leather has a similar effect, right? Okay, now this is a beautiful piece here. Okay, Birkin 25, again very rare to find smaller than this leather, right? Okay, and we happen to have a Birkin 25 Barinia. 4 is the color, it's not gold, right? Okay, it's not gold. Why do I say that? Okay, I'm looking around for a gold bag so I can show you, right? Okay. Barinia leather tends to be darker. Okay. I've got Mini Evelyn in the shade of gold here. Okay, this is a brand new piece, by the way, if you're keen on it as well. Look at the difference, right? You see that? Okay, so your Barinia leather, the Birkin 25 Barinia leather is warmer, richer in tone compared to the gold, right? Okay, now this has got, dare I say, like a brownish, reddish sort of undertone to it, as you can see there, right? Okay, it's warmer in the shade, whereas the gold has got a bit of a yellowish undertone to it. Okay, just like gold, I suppose. Right, okay, there you see the difference in the two colors. So this is Barinia Fauve, F-A-U-V-E, right, okay, compared to Mini Evelyn in gold shade there, with a very, what do you call that, strap, may I add, okay. Now this is actually a brand new piece as well, and price of 4,200 Singapore dollars, in case you're interested. Okay, this is a case stamp. Okay, 2025 model, right? Okay, I love the strap on this, right? Okay, so I just wanted to show you this really rare Barinia leather Birkin 25 as well, right? Okay, lovely piece there, right? Okay. Okay, so here at BJ Luxury, we've actually got you know, some rare finds, right? Okay, we've been in since 2007, so we sort of know you know, what our clients are actually looking for, and we try to get that sort of bags in, right? Okay, so one that we do have, another Birkin 25. We've got some, if you're in the market for Birkin 25s, right? Okay, this is a good time to take a look at what we have to offer, right? Because our collection of Birkin 25 right now is simply dead gorgeous. Okay, let me show you what I mean. Exotic leather, Birkin 25. The color is malachite. Yes, You heard me right there. Okay, now this is a Birkin 25 alligator, and the color is matte. Okay, matte alligator malachite. Okay, lovely, beautiful. Okay, now malachite is one of the most, if not the most after green, okay, among all the Hermes collectors. Okay, so if you were wondering, if you've not been able to see malachite, okay, this is a matte alligator, right? Okay, so the color is slightly lighter. Okay, now if you look at the handles, now what happens is matte exotic leather. Okay, as you handle it, okay, it'll turn, and the shiny ones, as you handle it, it will turn matte. Okay, so this one that I have here is a malachite matte alligator Birkin 25 with gold hardware. Simply see what I mean by gorgeous bags that we have here, right? Okay, price on this right now, okay, for purchase with credit card is $79,890. Okay, a cool $80,000 for this one of a kind, okay, gorgeous bag. Birkin 25 matte alligator, okay, in the color malachite with gold hardware. Very beautiful one. Okay, and then I've got another one here, also very pretty. Okay, this is called Vert Amande. Okay, now this Birkin 25 also with gold hardware, as you can see there, Togo leather. It's a used piece from the year 2019. Yeah, okay, but the color on this is called Vert Amande. So Vert Amande is like a grey with an undertone of green to it, right? Okay, and this one is beautiful with gold hardware, as you can see there, right? Okay, so if you like the neutral shades, right? Okay, but you don't really want the Ito or the Itan, right? Okay, and you're looking for a grey that is so this color Vert Amande, okay, it's very, very easy to match, as you can see. So as well with a simple white or black outfit, right? Okay, as you can see there, it goes well with colors as well because it has got a green undertone to it. So it's Vert Amande. It's a sort of grey, but it's got an undertone of green to it. That's why it's called the Vert or the green family, right? Okay. But regardless of what you call this color, right, just looking at it, you know that this is a beautiful shade, right? Okay, so there's this beautiful piece as well here. Okay, Nabs, hi dear, you've got a question. Do you have anything in Rouge H? I do. Okay, let me pull that up for you. I do have something in Rouge H. Okay, in fact, I have a Birkin 30, right? And a Birkin 25. Let me show you. All this in Rouge H, okay? I even have one here, you can see, combination. Okay, Rouge H bags coming up. Right, so first one up is a Birkin 30. Okay, now this is in Epsom leather with palladium hardware, right? Okay, and this is from the 2017. Right, okay, price on this is 23,620. Right, okay, naps, there you go. Okay, Epsom leather, Birkin 30. And then I have another one here. Right, now the color, the body, right, okay, is in Itan. Okay, that. But the sides and the trim, okay, it's sort of like they use the Rouge H to sort of like for all this. Okay, you can see that. and with Eton, it's actually a very nice combination. Okay, you can see how that looks, right? Okay, and it's interesting because let me bring it right up close to you so that you can take a look. You'll realize that on the Eton, they've got the ruche H stitching. On the ruche H itself, they have got the Eton stitching, so you've got a bit of that contrast and complementary sort of colors going on there. Okay, so this is 25. From the year 2020, it's a used piece, and this is going at 28,650. How pretty is that? Okay, so I've got two here. Okay, both are Birkins. One's a 25, one's a 30 naps. Right? Okay. Now one more. Okay, remember the malachite that I showed you? I've got its sister here with me, or brother, sister. Okay. Okay, another Birkin 25, okay, and look at that, ruche. This time, this is Niloticus crocodile, okay. So you even with the exotic leather, you have got different sort of hierarchy, right? Okay, so the Niloticus croc comes in around second, right? Okay, but look at that beautiful matte. Again, it's a matte crocodile. I know, I see the hearts flying, right? Okay, I know. This is gorgeous. Really, really. And with the palladium hardware, and it's matte ruche H, the Niloticus croc. Okay, Birkin 25. No, too beautiful to say yummy for this, right? Okay, but it's so classy. And you'll be surprised at the pricing, right? Okay, now this is from the year 2001. It's a full set. It's got it's recently been to the spa. So it's got a Hermes spa receipt. It's got the CTAs, right? Okay, if you're someone who travels with this exotic, okay, the CTAs are included for this, right? Okay, and the price on this is $72,000. Okay, $72,000. Right? Okay, beautiful piece here. Okay. So, like I said, if you're in the market for Birkin 25, you are spoiled for choice because there are so many options here, as you can see. Right, okay, and like I mentioned, the palladium is making a comeback, right? Okay, because some people feel that the gold hardware can be a little too mature, right? Okay, so yes, grains on this, okay. On this Niloticus, you can see they're very, very symmetrical, right? Okay. Now, as with anything, you can always see that symmetry is what for the human eye is beautiful, right? Okay, and that's what makes back like this. Look at that back. Very, very even greens. Look at that. Right? Okay. Even the size of it is very, very similar, right? Okay, which adds to the beauty of this bag, right? Okay. So these are sort of some of the things that you look out for, right? Okay, when you're looking at exotic leather, especially Crocs and right? Okay, look at the what do you call that? The scale, right? Okay, of alligator, the crocodile, right? Okay, look at whether it's even. Look at how symmetrical it is, right? Okay, all these adds to the value of the bag, right? Okay, so a bag like this is considered a rare beauty, right? Okay, I'm sure you agree. Okay, and it's matte ruche H. Okay, Naps, thank you so much for asking to look at ruche H bags, right? Okay, so I have a chance to go to Webs and highlight, show off, right? Okay, the bags that we have here at PJ Luxury. Right, okay? Very nice. Okay. So lots of Birkin 25, gorgeous pieces to actually choose from. Right, okay? So is there any others that you might be interested in? Let me know so that I can go and grab them for you. Miss anything that you requested for? Nope. Okay, so Naps one was the last request that I received. Right, okay, how about here? So I've got to juggle 3 different phones here. Right, okay, I am on 3 different platforms. Okay, let's see, and did I miss? Okay, fine, all good. Right, okay, so let's go back to my card and see what I can share with you. Right, anybody been looking for a mini hair bag? Right, we have my mini hair bag here. Right, okay, so this is actually one of the latest additions to the Hermes family. So the hair bag has been very popular a while, right? Okay, you know that. And now they've introduced the mini version of this. Look at that! How cute that is. So just like your bigger hair bag, it comes with a back flap. Right, okay, there's no pouch inside. Right, okay, now this is a brand new piece, so I try not to open it up. Right, okay, now having said that, okay, just to share with you, one of the most common complaints that we get about hair bag is that it's very difficult, for the sangles to put in and take out the sangles and all that, right? Because it can be a little tight, especially if it is new, right? But I feel that Hermes has actually listened, heard you, right? Okay, and therefore the mini hair bag, right? The sangle is very easy. It slides in and out like butter. Okay, very easy to put in and out because I suppose they have given a bit more allowance, right? Okay, for the hardware, so it's much easier to put in and take out the sangles, right? Okay, and this particular one, okay, is bronze with gold hardware and the leather is black. Right, okay, we actually have a few with us at the moment. I've got one more that is like a so black, where the hardware is also black enamel, right? Okay, all around this price point, more or less. Okay, this particular one is at 6,420. Right, okay, 6,420. You can see that, right? And this is a brand new piece. All our hair bags are brand new. You can see now. So the strap drop. You can shoulder carry, right? Okay. Some people might be able to cross body, right? Okay. Yeah, look at that, how pretty that is. Okay, that's the back. This size is a really good size, to carry around. And because the base, right? Okay, is in canvas, it's super light as well. Right, okay, and this combination, right, okay, is very pretty. It's like a dark. There's some texture to it, right, okay, so it's not a flat black bag, right, okay. The top of course is shiny, not shiny lah, but it's got a smooth leather, right, top flap there, right. But the canvas itself is black, but sort of like a smoky black sort of thing going on there, right, okay. So we've also got the mini hair bag in black and white combination. There. Okay, so we've got that Viking cross. So it's like a black and white combination. Look at the back there. And this is the black one that we have here. Right, okay. So the mini bag, right, okay, one latest addition to the hair bag family, just introduced this year. Right? Okay, look at that, very pretty. And we have also got the other new addition, right here, which would happen to be the mini garden party. So Hermes is trying to everybody loves the mini bags, right? They're all looking for mini bags. So all their popular models are sort of like there's a magician there and it's like, okay, shrink, right, okay. So you have the mini hair bag, you've got the mini garden party, right, okay. We do happen to have one meeting here with us as well. Okay, so this is the garden party that I have here. Look at that. Now, So this is the Garden Party 30 in black, right? Okay. So this is smaller size, Garden Party 30. Of course, we have the 36, which is even bigger. Right? Okay. So this is 30, and this is the mini Garden Party here. Look at that difference, right? Okay. It's very, very cute. This color is what color is this? Oh, this is Riz Pantene. Right, okay, brand new color from Hermes, Riz Pantene. K-Stand 2025, brand new, of course, full set, and the price of this is 8,700. Right, okay. Mini Garden Party. So cute. There is no strap, so it's still a hand carry bag. The Garden Party Mini. Yeah. The proportions are really, really cute. So when you read this, right, okay, it's a really cute size. Riz Pantene. It's like a grey with a hint of, it's got a bit of a bluish undertone to it. Okay, it's like a grey with a blue undertone. Very nice. Okay, compared to the Garden Party 30. Okay, so depending on what you need to carry, right, these two available here. Right. Okay. So yes. Oh, Joe. Okay. Joe has asked a question. Do you have dual book tote? We do have some available. Medium as well, small. Various sizes actually, dear. You can take a look at our store and you can see, right, okay, this one is of course the classic one that I have here. Now this is a medium, right, okay, this is one example, Joe. Right, I have a few actually available. Now this one, right, okay, is, I'm not mistaken, this is, what is called, Oculus? Not sure, right, okay. This is at 3,200, okay, 3,200, right, okay, and you can see what the other dual book totes that we do have, okay, it's all listed actually. You can just search for us bjluxury.com and you'll be able to find our whole range of bags that we have available, right, okay. So yes, so do you have any other requests, dear friends? What was the last request? Now, if you do have any more queries, feel free to contact us, right, okay, and we will try our best to answer your queries, right, okay. So if not, thank you for joining me, Jana, on BJ Luxury's Lunch Bag Tuesdays, right, okay, and I was very, very happy to share some of these gorgeous bags that we have here with us, right, okay. So if there is anything else you would like to see or know more about these bags, right, okay, always feel free to reach out to us and we'll be able to share the information with you, right, okay. So I'll see you next week, right, okay. Today is the 1st of July, okay, so happy month of July to everybody, right, okay. Enjoy the rest of July as well, right, and I'll see you next week. Bye.